Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me right now is Dennis Nguyen. He is the chairman, founder, and CEO of Society Pass. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is SOPA on NASDAQ, and Society Pass will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase, taking place in Las Vegas, April 25 through 27, 2023. For more information to see Dennis's presentation, potentially meet him in person, please go to planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Dennis, thank you for joining me, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, brother. Thanks for the invite, and actually talking today from Jakarta, Indonesia.
Very cool. And sporting your Dodgers jersey too. I love that even more. This is my first interview where the interviewee is actually wearing their baseball jersey, and I'm now extremely jealous. So this is actually yeah. So this is actually our first time doing an interview together. So can you start us off with that quick overview and history of the company?
Yeah, so Society Pass Incorporated is building the next generation digital ecosystem and loyalty platform in Southeast Asia. Although incorporated in the state of Nevada, we're actually headquartered in Singapore and operate in 5 of the largest Southeast Asian countries, principally Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, Singapore, and of course, Thailand. We also operate 6 interconnected verticals: loyalty, lifestyle, food and beverage delivery, telecoms, digital advertising, and of course, travel. And so since we started, we're incorporated in June 2018, since that time, we have really grown from strength to strength, so much so that we've gone from 0 revenues in 2018 to $10,000 of sales in 2019 to $50,000 of sales in 2020 to $500,000 of sales in 2021. And then, of course, we grew to $5.6 million of sales in 2022. I expect a similar revenue growth in 2023, 10,000% year, 1,000% year on year. I also expect a path to profitability for the company in 2023. And so the company's going fabulously quick. I'm very excited to talk about our Society Pass at the Planet MicroCap conference.
Absolutely. All right. So my first question that I can already hear every audience member of mine screaming at me to ask is, we have to know what would you say are some of the reasons for the growth in 2022 and why you expect some of the similar growth in 2023?
Well, there's really two ways to answer that question. First, of course, is organic growth. For the people that look at the macroeconomic picture of this world, effectively, Southeast Asia is the only bright spot in the world economy today. In fact, if you look at the countries of Southeast Asia, on average, GDP growth rate for this 2023 ranges somewhere between 4.5 all the way to 7% country by country. And so we all know where the United States is going. We all know how Japan is growing. We all know where China is growing. We could question the figures of China's growth, actually. And you look at where Europe's going. And so, and why is Southeast Asia growing so fast? Is because it has a very young and dynamic population. Average median age of Southeast Asia, again, depending on the country, ranges somewhere between 24 to 32 years of age. In the United States, you contrast that, it's 42 years of age, median age. China, 43. Japan, 52. And so we have a young, dynamic population. In addition, smartphone penetration rates now have all reached above 80%. Internet penetration rates, everyone now has access to the internet, 90% of penetration rates across Southeast Asia. And so you have a young mobile population that's growing wealthy, that loves to spend money on the internet. By the way, in Southeast Asians, on average, if you look at the Google and Temasek Internet Research Report, the seminal research report for the region states that Southeast Asians spend somewhere between 8 to 10 hours a day on the internet. And so people here are used to being part of the internet economy. And so that's why we think first reason organically we're going to grow. So you call it, $6 million sales, just for easy math. We'll grow it 3 times. So you're looking at $20 million of sales, easy for 2023. So where's the difference of the roughly $40 million of sales? Because I basically just said we're going to grow another 1,000% from the $6 million of sales this year, which implies $60 million of sales for 2023. Well, we're an acquisitions focused fintech and e-commerce holding company, which means we buy up and coming, fast growth, revenue generating companies in the 6 verticals that I spoke about that dramatically add to our top line revenues. They bring on registered users and they bring on registered merchants. And so by doing that, we're able to dramatically expand the scope and breadth of our revenue base as well as our product offering.
Very good. And thank you for that full overview. I got 1,000 more questions. I'm trying to keep it to 5 to 10 minutes with what we got going on here. But, you said that the company basically started in 2018, but so what was your background prior to founding Society Pass?
Yeah, so look, I'm the son of Vietnamese refugees. I've lived the American dream. It's really that simple. My parents came to this country in 1975. I was a 5-year-old kid, grew up in Orange County, California. I had an idyllic childhood, played like you, brother, but not as good as you. Played baseball, football, basketball, baseball in high school. I just loved it. Went surfing, the whole bit. Went to UC Irvine for undergrad, Johns Hopkins for grad, University of Minnesota for law school, and University of Chicago for MBA school. Did a lot of things in my 20s, lost all my hair. Yeah. That's my background. Last 25 years of my life, I've been in investment banking and venture capital, all of which in Asia, except for the first 2 months training in New York City back in the late 1990s. And so very much attuned with where Southeast Asia is going, with where where the world economy is going. And what we try to do in Society Pass is we want to bring an amazing Southeast Asian fast-growing internet economy and partner it up with American capital markets. Okay, and that's what Society Pass is. Like I said, we're building the next generation digital ecosystem and loyalty platform in Southeast Asia. We're very excited what we're doing. The company has currently now, at the end of 2021, we had 45 employees. And in 2022, we had 210 employees. Right? By June 30th this year, I could see this company growing to 700 employees. We're massively growing really, really quick.
Very good. All right. So my final question for you here today, because you pretty much answered all the ones that I usually cover here. You're going to be in Vegas, doing one-on-ones, doing your presentation. In your opinion, what's that one reason why folks should want to engage with you, see your presentation, potentially take a one-on-one with you, and learn more about Society Pass?
Well, and the answer then, of course, is if American investors want access to fast-growing Asian growth, really the only game in town is Southeast Asia. We all know what the geopolitical difficulties between the United States and China. China's out. We all know where the demographic profiles of Japan and Korea is going. They're out. Okay, I mean, you really can't grow an economy where half of the population is over the age of 50. That doesn't work. And so you want fast-growing Asian growth, come to Southeast Asia. Society Path is one of the only games in town, and we're growing quickly. It's being managed by a group of very experienced entrepreneurs, all of which are, by the way, based in Southeast Asia. No one's in the United States. No one's in Europe. We're all here doing it every single day. And so, and our numbers back us up where we're at. Very excited with what we're doing. Look forward to meeting everybody in Las Vegas, whether it's through our social events, which, by the way, Robert, you've done an amazing job with the calendar, or via one-on-one meetings. Excited to meet up.
Very good. Well, Dennis, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Society Pass?
Well, go to our website, www.thesocietypass.com, or just Google us. I mean, we're very go on our Instagram, our Facebook, our LinkedIn, our YouTube. We're all there. Google us. We're everywhere on in the internet, social media wise. And I think and of course we're very we do timely filings with our SEC requirements. Again, all that information is there in public domain.
Very good. Well, Dennis, with that, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I'll see you in Vegas.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.